All right, it's afternoon. I had a slight little bit of a nap, but I decided to get up and go anyway. Oh shit, hold up. I see. So before we even get started, so yesterday we had a great celebration because Bubalonia had said, "Hey, I'm almost to 500," and we pushed his stuff. He got to 500. He sent me a message this morning actually, and he actually got his notification this morning that he has become a YouTube partner, which is great. And Gray starts off today's stream with a message that says, "Thanks for the raid yesterday on Twitch. Pushed me over the edge. I am now officially a Twitch affiliate. Fuck yeah. Now I just have 166 subs on YouTube to become monetized over there as well." So another great milestone for our community members. So congratulations to Gray. Good to hear it, man. Twitch affiliate. He can now earn money on Twitch, which is awesome. It's good to see people in our community who are working their way up the content creator chain get monetized, start making money. It's only pennies to start, but it does turn into dollars per day. And then it turns into tens of dollars per day. And then eventually it turns into strippers and blow money per day. Wait, are we still talking about streaming? Oh, my wife's not watching. Yes, congratulations to Bubbles and Gray. What's up, Deeks? Detroit says, "Hope the coffee's hot." It is. I actually just literally nuked a cup of coffee. I probably didn't need to nuke it, but it wasn't quite hot enough. It's been sitting in the French press for like 2 hours. And I've got Lucas back in the bedroom with me. We all just had lunch. I had a chicken and scrambled egg sandwich with leftover chicken and leftover scrambled eggs on a toasted sesame leftover hamburger bun. Because my whole house is sick. So ain't nobody cooking, so I'm eating leftovers. And I'm supposed to be the one who goes and does a supermarket run today after this stream. So after this stream, assuming I'm feeling all right, I'm going to go make a supermarket run in the heat of the afternoon because we need supplies. And her throat feels better, but she has no voice. She can barely talk. So she's definitely under the weather. So I'm going to go do a supermarket run this afternoon because we need like yogurt and salad and cheese and juice and stuff for our grandniece. So I'm going to go to the supermarket hopefully later today. How was The Expanse? Great. Reviews are up on YouTube. All right, when we left off yesterday's stream, I had achieved romance with Andreja, which I did not think was a possibility because I had previously romanced Sam. And apparently since Sam died, you can romance somebody else, which is awesome. I appreciate you asking me, Vanessa. I mean, here's my general rule. As long as it's not like an everyday thing where it's like, hey, 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 hey. If it comes up in conversation and people are asking you about it, I have no problem. Like, especially if it's people who are known to our community. Like, I have no problem with Gray sharing his stuff, with Bubalonia sharing their stuff because I know that they're not gonna like share their videos like 50 times per day. So if it's the occasional one-off thing, I got no problem with you sharing stuff in the Discord. It is a community place for all of us to hang out and stuff together, and I do want people to be able to share their stuff. I would just say, just keep it cool, keep it casual, don't go over the top. Um, Once in a while here and there when conversations come up, there's nothing wrong with sharing stuff out. It's the daily stuff when I start to be like, whoa, 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 wait a second. If you're wanting to share daily links to all your stuff, come on now. Like, go get your own Discord server. Respectfully, this is my place. So I got no problem with once in a while sharing stuff out. Um, so yeah, no worries. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And if it's somebody who has just joined the server, yeah, those people don't get to share anything at all. You gotta be a known member and a part of the community to even be able to get the right to share stuff on Discord in the first place. We are the cool aunt and uncle by default because we are watching our grandniece Monday through Friday.
Eager to help, if I can. I know that tone. Very well. What is it? Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I am here if you need me.
We cannot sleep in an owned bed.
Last night was enlightening.
You awaken filled with a newfound sense of emotional security.
Learn more next time.
Oh, sweetheart, I will teach you every page in the book. Yeah, outpost building is a big commitment, Casualty. We don't have kids, so it is by default that is like our daughter, even though it's not our daughter because we don't have our own kids. So she is spoiled rotten. Yeah, that's fair, Vanessa. But like I said, in casual conversation and stuff like that, you know, if you want to drop a link, I'm okay with that. Like I said, it's just I always remind people, the rules are there mostly for people who, because it hasn't been bad in a while because I put all the new rules in place, all the anti-link stuff. You shouldn't even be able to share links until you're level. I don't even know if it'll let you share links until you've leveled up a little bit in the Discord. Or if you do, it doesn't share like a image associated with it. I don't remember the settings at the moment. Because we've had way too many people in the past who like join the server and within 5 minutes, come look at my shit. I'm an artist. I'm a thumbnail application. When in doubt,
what will be our next course of action?
Sending someone a DM is always going to be the safest option for anyone ever. Because then you're not accidentally spamming things in a channel, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh, I forgot. I did tell people I was going to set up a channel for our content creator friends. The problem I'm concerned with is that becomes something I have to police. Because I guarantee you the moment I put that up there, we're going to have newcomers who think that it's cool for them to just drop links to all their shit. Yeah, that's perfect, Vanessa. Link in bio!
All hell's breaking loose, Rook. Delgado needs you in the repair bay with Jazz as soon as possible.
Someone overcook a potato in the microwave?
Oh, that's hilarious. You're a real comedian, you know that?
I do know that.
Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
That's why I get paid the big bucks. By the way, have I dinged in a while? I do have a skill point. Oh, but you know what? I haven't used it in a while. I gotta use my boost jump 25 times in combat.
Don't worry about this legacy chase.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
La 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 la.
And you are sure we will have those defense batteries up and running?
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
I don't want to hear
Better than a rabbit out of your ass.
I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
The dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC Systef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannock 4 and bring Crix's legacy home.
How do you know they're massing for an attack?
I have a very reliable source at Mast. They were so concerned that the threat was real, they actually jumped the information out to us right away. Just slow down and listen before you jump the gun and ruin everything. Lay it out, Jess.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Keys databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
Oh, is that all? And here I thought this was going to be a challenge.
God, Andrea
Once your
drops
ship
the
is
coolest
ready, jump out to
one-liners.
Bannock 4, board the legacy.
I always choose the UC Systef. I do not side with murderers. If they were just thieves, it would be one thing, but unfortunately the Crimson, these guys are also murderers and cutthroats. And I can't get behind that.
Everything you'll need for ship repair and construction is down in Jass's section of the key. If you have any questions about the modules, she'll have all the answers. Nothing around here is simple.
Del's right. You have to follow these steps carefully, or don't bother coming back. After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away.
What if you can't crack the encryption?
That would be a first. I have yet to see encrypted currency that Shinya could not manipulate within hours. I mean, the guy plugs his body directly into his mainframe. He eats, breathes, and shits numbers all day. No, I'm not worried about him.
You can count on me, sir.
Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving.
Promises, promises.
Now get your ass to Bannock 4.
I need to get those defensive batteries online, so make this not a problem. Oh.
Okay. Shipbuilder. Add conduction grid. Can I please put this somewhere out of the way? Where it doesn't look stupid. Can I flip it? Thank you very much. And comm spike. For equilibrium, we'll put it under here. I don't smuggle any cargo. Yeah. I don't. I haven't done like a thieving type. Like I'm just a fast talking ship pilot, you know. I may have smuggled some stuff in the past, but I haven't worried about contraband stuff. Yeah, I don't miss traveling for work, Talbus. So at least you got the upgrade. Cha-ching! Upgrades are always good, man. But yeah, I don't. You know what I really don't like about travel anymore? It's not the hotels even. It's the airports. I used to love when I was younger. I loved airports. There was just like, it was fun. And ever since a certain country, I don't want to name names, got super uptight about all their, like, it's just no longer fun because of, actually, I don't have a problem saying this. TSA sucks. TSA makes travel a nightmare. So I still love travel when it's not within the United States, but the United States is one of the worst places to travel because of TSA. They're all fucking rude. All of them. They're always rude. There's always lines miles long. And the only time I've had a pleasurable experience is if I've got, like, if I'm flying first class and I can go through priority and you don't have to stand in line with the rest of the cattle. Like, otherwise TSA is one of the worst experiences you'll have with, and it takes all the joy out of flying. Like, flying used to be this really fun thing. Oops, I boarded instead of undocking. And then I have a hard time when I go to the US anymore because it's just like TSA makes it a nightmare. And it's not even the lines so much, it's the attitude. So, like, when I just flew to Maryland, like, it was right before the shutdown, thankfully, so I didn't have to deal with the huge lines. But the one that got me was there was an old man yelling, and they yell at people. They just stand there and yell at you. And they don't even say sir or ma'am. It's like, hey, take your shirt off. Take your sweater off. Yeah, you don't need that. Put that in your bag. No, take it off. Take it off. Put it in your bag. There's no, excuse me, ma'am. Go ahead and put everything in the bag, please. There's none of that. It's just, yo, take your bag. You're not going to need it. Take your phone. Take your shirts. Take your shit. Put it in your bag. You're not going to need it. Don't fucking cry about it. Listen to what I'm telling you. And then I remember, I went through line, I was traveling light, and I had a sweater on. And I had my backpack, and I put my backpack down on the conveyor belt, and I went through, and like all the other TSAs on that trip, I had gone right through with my sweater on, right? Because it was cold. And I get up, I'm like, I put my thing on the line, I'm like 7 people deep for the machine that you walk through, and I get up to the thing, and you get up to the machine, and then he's like, yo, why you still wearing your sweater? And I'm like, cause no one, and like the 5 people in front of me had just gone through with a sweater, and I'm like, and she's like, why is your sweater still on? And I'm like, because no one said take your sweater off, and all the people in front of me have their sweaters on. She's like, well, the people in front of you don't matter. Get back in line and take your sweater off. And I'm like, okay. So then I have to get back out, and I go over to the conveyor belt, and then I'm trying to get a tray. No one wants to let me get a tray. I then get a tray to put my sweater down, and the guy behind the tray line says, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm putting my sweater in the tray because she told me to. And he's like, well, where's your bag? And I was like, my bag already went through the thing. And he's like, what are you talking about? Why didn't you put your sweater in with your backpack? And I was like, because nobody told me that I needed to. And he got all butthurt, and like, I can't. Yeah, the pre-check is really great if you're going to be traveling all the time. I don't travel all the time, so I don't need pre-check. It's very infrequently that I fly. But I tell you what, TSA makes traveling extremely unpleasant. Because I've been all over the world, and every single place I've ever been to, every single place, the smallest country in the world, the airport security treat you with respect. The only people I've ever had who don't treat you with respect are TSA agents. Exactly, AF Karamar. They change the rules, and half the time they change the rules between airports. Yeah, that part of travel I don't miss at all. I've never had any problem in the UK, Germany, Ireland. Always been super respectful. But TSA is just, and the worst part about it's the power trip, I think. It's the power trip of the people who are TSA agents. It's like
Fleet call us sharks.
I've got a badge.
What?
All
You have
support
to
ships
listen to
are
me,
alive,
or I can
Commander.
call the
Your mission
police
on
on
the
you and
Siren
get you
is
thrown in a
success.
pen.
After we're done
Sure, the
here,
commander
arrange a
agrees.
brief. I want all of their COs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir. The commander appreciates his sacrifice. Well done. Let's see. Benjamin Bayou, pride of the Free Star Collective. Bringing us proof that he's been manipulating Generdyne from the shadows is pretty tasty stuff. The FC will pay dearly for this. Good job. Any other fragments? I'll be
That's
here
all
if
I
you have any
have
more
for
questions.
I heard we might see
There
some
you are.
action soon.
Where have you been?
Can't wait.
I've received the reports about that stunt you pulled inside of Generdyne. Opening fire inside a civilian facility. Are you out of your mind?
Generdyne is furious at us right now. They want Commander Riconde to resign.
I didn't have a choice.
You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how you see SysDev operates. I don't care if we're one step away from Crix's legacy. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Top throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right.
Yeah, my wife gets
I think we're all in agreement.
has issues every time we
So let's
travel.
get back to the operation at hand. It's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to.
Although I will say, I was surprised one time we came across, we were in, I think we were coming into Houston in Texas, and the Homeland Security guy actually spoke Spanish to her. Like, usually when you go through, you know, they do the 10 questions. Why are you here? What's the purpose of your trip? How long are you here for? All that stuff. And normally they always do it in English, and he did it in Spanish one time, and it was the easiest it had ever been. Like, we literally walked up, you know, gave him our passports, he flipped through them, and he immediately just went into Spanish and was like, you know, what are you guys doing here? And I was like, oh, visiting my family. And I answered right back in Spanish, and he was totally cool. He was like, okay, what do you guys do? And I'm like, I've got a YouTube channel. And he's like, what do you do? And she's like, I help with the YouTube channel. He's like, oh, so you guys kind of just go wherever and do whatever? And it's like, yep. He's like, all right, cool. Have fun with your family. And that was it. It was the easiest, fastest I've ever gone through, like, immigration before. And he did it all in Spanish. And I was like, kudos to him for not being a dipshit. Because we've had sometimes we've gone through, and it feels like they're high school bullies who have been given an outfit and sit there on a podium to judge you when you come through. And they make you stand in line, and you're not supposed to go to the bathroom, and you can't be on your phone, and you can't have your sunglasses on. You got to take off your hat. And there's all these rules. And it's like, just like I could understand taking off my glasses and taking off my hat once I get up to the interview, you know, get up to the desk or whatever for like ID confirmation. But like,
Please finish your thought. so
if
that
I'm
we
standing
can
in
move
line
on
and
to
I'm going to
other
be there for
business.
2.5 hours in line, I should be able to be on my phone, hanging out, doing my social media. Anyway, yeah, that's the stuff I don't like about travel, is that stuff.
Thanks to your evidence, we were finally able to convince them to.
No,
task us
that's
for
not a
necessary
full
resources.
Renfail rant. That's just me
Before you jump to
being
Banner,
disgruntled about
I need
travel.
to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Gal Bank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. Delgado gains access to those resources. We
Yeah,
will
I don't
be
ever
touching
have
on
to
the
answer
battle we can
questions
possibly win.
anymore
We've been
when I
monitoring
come
the
back
Crimson
into
Fleet's comm chatter in the
Mexico.
Crick system. They're gathering
There's
allies by making
there's been a
promises
couple
based
of
on your
times they
success.
usually ask me like,
As much as I hate to admit it,
are you
we'll
here for
see
business or
SysDev
pleasure?
won't
And that's
stand a
really the
chance.
only thing they ever
The
ask me.
fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
Ireland,
I cannot
Spain,
help but admire their commitment to their mission.
Bulgaria,
The only
Macedonia.
admiration I hold for the Crimson Fleet is the fact that they aren't going to be a problem for much longer.
I did have problems one time when I went. So I was in Turkey, and we had already come in and out of Greece, if I remember correct. If I remember how this worked, and we had then gone to Turkey, and while we were in Turkey, we went to we were in Bodrum, and we went to the Isle of Kos. which was part of Greece. And so there were stamps and everything else. And then we were leaving the island of Kos to go back to our resort in Turkey. And, oh, I'd gone to Macedonia. That's what it is. So we were leaving the island of Kos, which is part of
Please,
Greece.
proceed with your report.
And going back to Turkey, and the whole group had gone ahead, and I was part of the family group, right? And I was at the back, and I had gone through, and I got flagged by passport control, and they like pulled me aside, and they were raising this big stink, and I'm like, I didn't know what was going on, and it turns out I had a stamp in my passport. So I had an entry and exit stamp from the country of Macedonia from like 6 months earlier. And then I had an entry and exit stamp from Greece from like the day before or a few days before, because we had come down and taken a ferry. And apparently because the country of Macedonia is named Macedonia and
Please,
Greece has
finish
an
your thought
island
so that we
which
can
is
move
called
on to other
Macedonia,
business.
there is a conflict between those two countries, and they're not supposed to put their stamps in the same passport together. So what they're supposed to do is one country or the other, I don't remember which one it was, they're supposed to stamp a piece of paper instead of on your passport, and then when you leave they stamp the other side of the paper. That way they don't share a stamp in your passport together. And someone at like the Greek immigration office hadn't noticed that I had a Macedonian stamp and had put a Greek stamp of exit and entry in my passport. And so the Greek officials on the island of Kos were freaking out that I had an entry and exit stamp from both Macedonia and Greece. And there's like 40 people waiting on me, and these guys are fighting about what they're supposed to do about it. And in the end, they literally took this big thing and like blacked out my previous stamps from Greece on my passport page and like did an entry and exit stamp on a blank piece of paper, and then that was it, and I was out. But it was the funniest thing ever, because I was like, you guys are just being stupid about political stuff that has nothing to do with me at this point. Yeah, it's like the North Macedonia thing, something like that. Yeah. Deke says, one time I had 2 agents. First agent said all electronics out, cases open, shoes off, so we do that, move along line. Next agent literally feet away from him says, what the heck are you doing? Electronics stand and shoes stay on. I was pissed. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That's why I hate TSA. It sucks.
I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannock 4. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck. Stay focused and be careful out there.
I don't think I've ever had an unpleasant security or immigration encounter anywhere other than that one time. And it wasn't really unpleasant so much as it was I was just like kind of scared because I didn't know what was going on until someone took the time to explain it to me. Because it was just 2 officials like yelling at each other and like pointing at my passport and being all grumpy, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And finally someone else comes over and explains as they're like stamping out the mark in my passport. I'm like, am I getting kicked out of the country? Like, what is happening right now? And then finally, like another worker comes over and explains to me what's going on. I was like, oh, okay. Whew. I thought I was in trouble for something. Turns out it was no fault of mine. It was some low-level stamp clerk had not paid attention. But yeah, US TSA is not nice. I remember one of my first really negative experiences was I had been living in Bulgaria for a few years, and I hadn't been back in like 2.5 years. I hadn't been back. And
whether the conduction grid will protect us. If not, this ship will not survive.
I came back into the States, and I went through customs. And when I went through customs and immigration, they asked me, well, how long have you been? And I was like 2.5 years. And they immediately pulled me out to the side, dumped, and not nicely, dumped all of my suitcases and everything out. and went through everything in my bags. They went through my, and the funniest thing ever was I had like my story notebooks and like my Dungeons and Dragons notebooks where I had like drawn hand. So this was like the beginning of one of my big book series, and so I had hand drawn maps and all this stuff. And these guys were freaking out. This is like 2000. I don't even remember now. Maybe 2009.
Interference is intense here, but the
2010, something like that.
working.
And they were freaking out about all my notebooks and these hand-drawn maps and what is all this stuff, and like upset. And I had like a hunting horn and all these souvenirs, and they were really just grilling me and giving me the 9th degree and like why I had been out. And I'll never forget these, like, well, what was the point of living over there? And it was like, well, you know, I was involved with someone over there, and he's like, why would you ever want to live somewhere other than here? And it's like, what, did someone just literally ask me that question? Like, why would you ever want to live somewhere other than here? And it was just like, I think that was I was like, okay, this is not a normal thing. I'm getting interrogated now about why I was living in another country. Why would you ever leave the amazing United States? It's like, Jesus, buddy. People live all over the world for all sorts of reasons. Yeah, that's a legitimate thing though, like smuggling invasive wildlife or pests and stuff. So back in the day, because my parents, their families are all from California. And so we used to take road trips from Missouri to California every summer. And there used to be, I don't know if there still is, but there used to be checkpoints on the border of California going into California. And they had huge inspection lines. So everybody coming into California from another state had to stop and get inspected. And they would ask you about, do you have fruits? Do you have firewood? And they would make you take those things out. Like, you couldn't bring in like bananas, you couldn't bring in oranges, you couldn't bring firewood, you couldn't bring, all this stuff was illegal to bring into California because of all of the like pests and different insects and things that would ruin the crops and all this other stuff. So I don't know if they still do that for California. But that's how it used to be. So that sounds like a lot like New Zealand. How do you get credits? You play the fucking game. That's how you get credits. Just play the game. Credits come naturally and quickly. Allie says, I'm glad I've never flown anywhere in my life after hearing all the experiences. I would say 99% of the places I've been are very nice and easy to go to, Allie, but the U.S. does make it very difficult. The current administration has made it incredibly difficult for a lot of people. And that's all I'm going to say on that subject. But the rest of the world is great. I've had great travel experiences.
Warning, an emergency lockdown is in effect.
The damage done here certainly indicates we are not the first to find the ship.
Well, let's go find out what else we can find out, my dear.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there is something worth taking...
Here. Why would you go anywhere but California? To be fair, California is a pretty awesome state, but oh my god, it was even expensive back in the day, but it's really expensive now. But I do love California. It is an amazing place to visit and an amazing place to live, but it is just ungodly expensive. And the taxes. Taxes are really, really, really high in California.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
Yeah, my family's all Southern California grade. San Diego, San Francisco.
For drifting toward Bannock 4.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannock's EM field? We hit that! Every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now. We all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine. You two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people. Crew recording terminated.
He didn't get the benefit of the band music. He was spamming TikTok as well. He spammed the message like 15 times in a row on TikTok, and then he brought it over to YouTube and tried to do the same thing here.
Crew recording initiated.
Hello? Hello? Engineer's message said they set up some kind of a recording system. Well, the red light is on, so I guess it's working. It's been a few days since I docked with the Legacy. For the time being, I'm stuck here. Every system on my ship, including the prototype shielding, is completely burned out. It's unlikely it'll ever fly again. Whatever's protecting the Legacy seems to be holding for now. Which is pretty amazing considering she's been here for almost 40 years. Long story short, I'd made it to the prize, but now I'm stranded and trying to figure a way off this hulk. I gotta tell you though, it's not looking good. Not at all. I found the remains of the Legacy's crew. Looks like they're starved to death. It's obvious they couldn't find their way out. Next thing I need to do is start scouring the ship and look for something they might have missed. Guess that's all for now. Signing off.
Crew recording terminated.
You know what? Should I do it? No, I'm saving my points. I have played both of the Outer Worlds games. Those are great games. Playlists are on YouTube. Obsidian makes phenomenal titles. Go play those games if you haven't already done so. Jared says, finally I have Starfield for PS5. Nice. Go forth and play. Have fun. Need water. Drink condensation. Poor guy. He did not meet a good end. Drinking a bunch of Synapse Alphas to try to figure out the equations. Avowed is phenomenal, Casualty. Outer Worlds is phenomenal. Both of those, all three of those games are great.
Crew recording initiated. Alright, so how long has Bakara been locked in there?
I'm not sure. A week? Maybe more. All I know is that he took some food pack and his duffel into the head and locked himself inside. Everyone's been steering clear of him since he scared Simmons, so he didn't even realize he did this till today.
Bakara! Can you hear me? You need to open this door and let us in! The hell with it. I'm going to use the override.
I already tried that. He's rewired the door or something. Maybe change a code. Not sure what he's done.
Kellner, can we cut through the bulkhead or the door? I'm open to any suggestions.
To be honest, I wouldn't go cutting anything in this ship right now. The structure is extremely unstable.
Damn it. Well, we can't just leave him in there.
Begging your pardon, but we can. It's pretty clear that Picard checked out after our initial assessment, and he's been killing morale across the ship. Let him soak in there for a while. When he gets hungry, he'll come out.
I suppose you're right. Crew recording terminated.
So this just goes to show you, remember what I said earlier about people who just join the Discord and then immediately try to spam shit? I guarantee you it's because I said it. Because as soon as, like, if you go to our Discord right now, there's literally a guy who joined. Leveled up. And then immediately turned around and spammed his art station. Hey everyone, I'm sorry if this message causes any inconvenience. I'm currently open for emergency commissions. I'm creating artwork for the TTRPG community. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Banned. And deleting your messages. Spam account. Banned. Like, even though we have a level up system, people still abuse it. They'll join the Discord, they'll level up, and then they'll immediately spam shit to their art station. And they'll use some stupid message like, it's an emergency, I need the money. Commissions, please. And that's why I generally say, you don't get to share shit in my Discord until you ask for permission or get clearance. Finally saw the Keith David Starfield video today. Yeah, it's a good video. Exactly. They always start with, I'm sorry. No, you're not. What armor are you using? It's the Mantis 2 armor. I already... You mean, when am I going to do it again? Because I've already done my episode, Allie. I was on... I'm sorry. I was already on episode 3, which was last Wednesday. Yeah, I already did it. It was last week. I've got links out to it somewhere in Discord as well. Server settings, roles. What time is it? 2:30? Okay. I do have to pay attention to the time because I'll need to go feed cats and stuff. Okay, we can go up or down.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
I remember the first time I did this quest when the game came out, this bugged out on me. And I couldn't make it out. Yeah, this armor is kind of terrifying for sure. You must be blind, I can't find it. Give me 2 seconds. It is in the videos section, but it's going to be up a ways because it was from last week. Fuck me now, I can't find it. Here it is. I found it. Jump there, and we're gonna reply to this, and we're gonna tag Allie. I put it in the streaming channel, not the videos channel, because it was live. Anyway, I tagged you with it, Allie. Fast ships, dirty contraband. Starfield After Dark. Gray says, I'm at the point today of debating with myself whether or not I should call into my second job and say I can't come. Well, I mean... Oh, the Lord of Hatred opening cinematic. I haven't watched it yet. What's up, Babylonia? Yeah, it'll be, we're playing, that's going to be on the 28th, so next Tuesday we will be playing. What? One? Well, I thought I was going to the supermarket tonight, but apparently, Chris is feeling slightly better, and our grandniece is asking for grapes without seeds, and she's been cooped up laying in bed with a sore throat for 3 days and is feeling slightly better. So they are going to the supermarket. So I am not going to the supermarket tonight because they are going to the supermarket. Un bebé hablando. Yes, that was my grandniece who opened the door and was like, hey, we're going to the supermarket. Do you need anything? And so I had to go hang out with Chris for a minute and write down a list of things that I needed because I was going to go tonight after my stream. But apparently Chris is going. So poor woman, she has no voice right now. But she is at least feeling good enough to go do stuff now because she hasn't hardly gone anywhere since Sunday afternoon when she started feeling shitty. So es nuestra sobrina nieta, yo creo es la palabra, grandniece. Está con nosotros lunes a viernes por la escuela y cosas. Tiene casi 4 años de edad. Es una niña muy bonita, muy tranquila. Y lo que quiere, no hay problema. Está muy consentida. I spoil that kid rotten.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I think that's what you do when you have grandkids, right? So since we don't have grandkids, I'll do it through her. Locate a transfer module.
All access approved. Please stand clear of the door.
At some point, I remember these robots coming in alive. I thought, maybe that's a different quest line. That is my role.
I have seen tanks like this traded by smugglers, but never one that is functional. This must be decades old.
It's pretty cool. It only had 5,000 credits, though. That doesn't feel that impressive. Todos los días a la misma hora, Karen. Tenga buen día. There it is. I was gonna say, I remember this.
Catastrophic damage.
There's a turret somewhere. Radiation leak in that one.
Not everything in the galaxy needs to come with us, you know.
I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable carrying all this shit around, girl.
Repair not possible. Damage all systems.
No more signs of trouble.
Catastrophic damage.
I need this shotgun to become automatic. I'm just gonna eat the radiation here. was that other turret? There it is. Oh, especially if you're upgrading with X-Tech. X-Tech is expensive. I mean, X-Tech is super cool, but yeah, it starts costing hundreds of thousands of credits to do any upgrades. Jesus, I'm just gonna get out of her way and let her do her thing.
Catastrophic damage. I am unable. Repair not possible.
Come back, you cowards!
$1, almost free. No, I have no plans to do any Star Wars: The Old Republic content. There are already hundreds, if not 1,000 plus videos of Star Wars: The Old Republic on playing that game. I am finally starting to get advanced weapons, though, I just noticed.
Did they have anything of value? All right.
We deactivated everything now. We should be able to just waltz right through here. Where did the robots go? They all went back into their boxes. That's cool. I don't know that I've ever done it like that before. All right. Garrett says that's further in. Been over a year since I ran the Legacy. Yeah, I haven't done this for... Wow, I can't tell you the last time I ran this place. Get some sleep, Tyler. The only buy materials for $1. Yeah, I can't remember when the last time I did this quest was. Probably, it wouldn't have been last year. It would have been the when I started the character. When I started my current character in the Xbox, which would have been 2024 at some point. So it's been a couple of years since I've ran this quest line. I've only done it twice. I've done it when it launched, and then I did it that one time with the second character. This will be the third time I've done this. First time I did it, it bugged out on me.
Now would be a good time to reprioritize what we bring with us.
And I couldn't get out of the ship because it, like, the life support was completely, like, broken or something. Can I just, you know, she's yelling at me about being overburdened, so we're just going to take all these resources and we're going to say, back to the ship. Oh, I couldn't open that door earlier. Yeah, see, I remember there's like more robots down here. I saw lasers. Apparently I can't turn off these ones.
Repair not possible.
But bad doggy, no biscuit.
You cannot beat me.
I'm just gonna stand in her way and let her do her thing.
Catastrophic damage. All systems.
Where are those other two fuckers at? I do have to worry about ammo. God, I have 4,000 rounds for this thing. I need to find an automatic laser rifle. But he's the tombstone. Yeah, robots are scary.
of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Alright, this is where I'm going to do another hard save, because I have had issues here in my very first playthrough, and it makes me terrified. So we're going to do a hard save here, just in case.
Beat Jasper Criggs himself?
Oh, irony is a fickle mistress, my dear.
Crew recording initiated.
Well, now, let's see. Another day's gone by. What's it been now? 6 weeks? Who the hell knows? Food packs from my ship are gone, so it looks like the clock's running down for me, and Issa wins. What a clever woman. I never saw it coming. I mean, I can't blame her. I was stupid enough to hand her the opportunity. Now the fleet's resting on her shoulders. I only hope she doesn't run the whole operation right into the ground.
You might wish to lighten your load. Hmm? One is less likely to survive an ambush when one is weighed down with...
Yeah.
Whatever all that is.
There we go. Best view in the house. All that money staring me right in the face, and it's completely worthless. This is a nightmare. Worst kind of prison imaginable. I'd trade every last credit of it away to be back in New Atlantis, running with the Scar. Start my life over again. But enough dreaming. I've got to face the inevitable. This is where I'm spending my final days. Hopefully, someone with at least half a brain will follow in my footsteps and bring the score home to the Crimson Fleet. If anyone finds this message, tell Issa that I don't blame her for what she's done. Most important, tell her to keep the fleet strong.
Crew recording terminated.
All right.
Crew recording initiated.
Son of a bitch! Nothing. Complete waste of time. I've tried everything I could possibly think of, and I end up right where I started. Oh, here I thought I was so clever. Thought I had it all figured out. First, fix my ship and get the prototype shielding back online. Second, shunt the power from the cred tank array back to the system to drain the credits. And then third, haul ass back to my ship before the EM field rips apart the legacy. 3 easy steps, right? Only problem is, I'm stuck at step 1. Every system on my ship is dead, and there's nothing aboard this ship to use for repairs. I can't believe I came all this way, just to end up stuck here like the poor bastards who ran this ship. Actually, wait a second. Issa will figure it out. I told her where I was going for a reason. She's smart. She'll know something's up when I miss the rendezvous. After all, we're supposed to split the loot. All I have to do is sit tight and wait till she figures out that something's gone wrong. And she'll come here looking for me. In the meantime, I should start rationing my food. I could be waiting for a while.
Crew recording terminated.
Alright, there's another one.
External communication detected. Automated recording system activated.
Legacy, come in. This is Issa Melant. Are you there, Legacy?
Holy shit. Issa, is that you? Issa, I'm here. Yes, I can read you.
Jasper Creeks. You're still alive? You always were one tough son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm alive. No thanks to you. A month? Really? You left me to sit here and panic for a month. We said you'd wait a week, tops.
Wait a moment. I think broadcasting from outside the EM field is interfering with my comms. Did I just hear Jasper Creeks the Great admit that he was panicking about something?
Yeah. How about we cut the crap and you get my ass out of here? Come on, there has to be millions of credits here. We're rich.
You know what? I think I'm going to pass. Right before you left, remember how you temporarily placed me in charge of the fleet? Well, right then I decided to make the job permanent. All I had to do was make some alterations to
I
your
think
ship
crowd
plans.
control is better than the Revenant, though. I would need to go compare the two.
It needs more work. I even paid a tech to ensure a few of your ship's power connections were dodgy, just in case. Yet, look at you now. Frankly, I'm surprised those shields held long enough for you to make it through the storm.
What the hell? You can't do this to me. I'm in charge of the fleet. How dare you?
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see, I thought I was clear. I'm in charge. You're dead. Well, I won't tell everyone that. I'll spin some story about you running off into the sunset with loot in hand. Oh, very romantic. The fleet will eat it up.
You don't care about the credits? Isn't that what this is all about? Fleet is family, remember? If we can't depend on each other, then what the fuck is the point?
You idiot. Don't you get it? Boarding the Legacy is a one-way journey. The technology simply doesn't exist to pull off your stupid ice. And don't quote me the fleet's motto. I listened to that bullshit for years while you made deals and cut me out of them. You call that family? You know what? I'm glad you're alive. It's given me a chance to say goodbye. So, goodbye? There.
Au revoir.
All done.
Issa? Issa? Are you still there? Answer me.
Crew recording terminated.
Alright, I think those are all of the, Alright, we need to do some stuff over here.
Beginning currency transfer. Please stand by. Currency transfer complete.
Alright.
System failure imminent.
The ship can no longer counter the EM field. We need to leave now.
Multiple voltages detected. Structural integrity failing. Immediate evacuation recommended.
Alright, we gotta get out of here. And this is where... the first time I did this, I couldn't get out of here. Because of all the damage, but we'll see how this goes. Shit, see, I already got turned around. Not gonna waste time fighting. I think we're going up. I can't fucking see it. Oh, I think I just got turned around. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, it wants me to go this way. Oh, stuck on the door. Fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, I just got turned around. No direct path seen. This is where I get fucked. See, now I'm kind of confused. Can I cure my lung damage? I can. Problem is, this is where I vaguely remember getting turned around when I did this last time. Ah, I think I'm okay. I'm okay. I had to jump down the stairs. That was it.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your...
Uh-huh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Radiation. Explosions.
Hello, excellent to see you. I think you should follow your own conscience, for I cannot be comfortable with either side gaining Crix's legacy. The Crimson Fleet do not deserve any sort of victory. They are pirate scum, and they always will be. But turning this over to the UC, and assisting them in eliminating the Crimson Fleet, that just allows them to sweep this under the rug, erase their mistake. They can continue pretending as though they are morally superior to the rest of the settled systems. Truthfully, I feel like no matter who receives Crix's legacy, no one really wins.
Very good point, my dear. First and foremost, let's get out of this asteroid field. Sky rockets in flight. Psh, afternoon delight.
Offensive maneuvers.
They've disabled the grab drive. The target, sir. Target's grab drive is disabled. I would like a chance to talk to you.
Not right now, Andreja.
Critical damage to the enemy's grab drive. Critical damage to the enemy's grab drive.
Jesus.
The target's shields are offline.
One contact lost. They know we're here.
There's no going back now.
Grab drive is
Report to
functional.
the operations center immediately.
In a minute, gotta loot all the shit. In a minute, gotta loot all the shit. Everybody needs some afternoon delight.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
I'm always able, Andreja.
I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say.
With the alarms going on, perfect time. Funny, I think about you all the time, too.
I would expect nothing less. You and I, we come from such
30 million space bucks!
I cannot
I'm
really
rich,
know
bitch!
all that you have been through, and you are not House Varun. We do love each other, and that is a lot. This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be true. No, that is not my concern. I trust that you will stay with me. When The Great Serpent returns. I know.
All right, see you, John
I will
Alex
be by his
Slager.
side as
Thanks
one
for
of
being
the
here.
promised.
Thanks for the kind words.
But you are not like me. You are not House Baroon. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end?
I think we decide our own fates.
And I do admire that about you. Frankly, sometimes I envy it. But I cannot share that belief. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost.
Am I converting?
How can I possibly move past this?
The Great Serpent can have you for eternity. For now, you're mine. There you
Never
go.
one to pass up a chance.
Hey,
at
if
the
you can make him
joke,
laugh,
are you?
you've won.
I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you.
Oh, commitment. Let's make this official.
Really? You continue to surprise and amaze me.
I have that effect on people.
I am at a loss for words.
I was kind of hoping there would be a yes in there somewhere.
Of course, yes. Yes, I want that too. My culture deals with this so differently than I have seen in the rest of the settled systems. I need some time to consider what would be an appropriate, equivalent gesture.
Hopefully something
But do
without
not
alarms.
mistake that for hesitation. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I will not let you go for a moment.
Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Little alarms. Kind of adds to the flavor.
The fleet started this war. We're gonna finish it.
The fleet have done a lot of harm. Now we bring the harm to them.
After all the sneaking around,
I think the
finally
commander
bring
wants
the
to say a
fight
few
to them.
things to you.
My God. Is that it? Is that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Ensign, take this and enter it into the data core analyzer.
What's up, Chubby?
I'm on it, sir.
You see, Lieutenant? I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Encrypted or not, that's quite a lot of money to be carrying around. The temptation must have been excruciating.
You know, if there would have been a way. More than you could possibly imagine.
Well, I'm pleased you made the right decision.
Oh, it's not the
I
right
wouldn't have
decision.
enjoyed having
It's
to
the
task our
decision
ships
that
to
keeps
hunt
me
you
out
down.
of jail.
Now, on to other more pressing matters.
We received confirmation that the fleet ships were scouts sent to probe our defenses. Unfortunately, one of
Hey,
them
we
grabbed
never did
jumped
find
away
out who's
before
the
you
mole.
arrived.
Which means that Delgado will have the Crimson
I
Fleet
don't
prepping
remember ever
defenses
finding
to
out
solve.
who the mole is.
There's little time then. Decisive action must be taken.
That's the plan. Lieutenant, if you wouldn't mind explaining our strategy.
Yes, sir. The Vigilance is equipped with the latest in hyper-resistant shielding, making it the only ship that can safely approach the key. The catch is that the key has access to 3 orbital defensive batteries that can fire electromagnetic energy. One hit, and we lose those fancy shields. Our mission is to take out those batteries. In fact, I'll be personally leading the assault on Battery Alpha. I need you to be my support.
Sadly, we didn't get as much support for this mission as I would have liked. There just wasn't enough evidence gathered.
We weren't able to convince MAS to lend us additional squadrons. They feel like they've committed too many resources already. That means we'll have to take out all 3 batteries ourselves.
It's unfortunate, yes. But we wouldn't be here if I didn't believe you could do it.
It's never
We've also
revealed who
given you
his
a call
source are,
sign,
but there are
Renegade,
some.
to help coordinate our movements during the attack.
Once those batteries are destroyed, you board the key and bring Delgado.
I'm
to
looking this
justice.
up on Google as they're
You won't
talking.
come quietly. You do what you have to do.
So apparently, his mole is never explicitly named. It's just in the slates that you gather, it's alluded to, but they never actually mention who it is.
That's admirable. But I don't think anyone in the Crimson Fleet, especially Delgado, is going to see things that way.
When the moon hits the eye like a big pizza pie, that's some mole.
Some superficial level.
That's a good one.
Consider them
Bubbles.
your friends.
That's good.
But remember who you're dealing with. Pirates, criminals, and thieves. They won't think twice about killing you. So don't let some misguided mercy
Whack-a-mole.
be your undoing. Well, this is it. After years of planning, it all comes down to this moment. All my hopes and my best wishes go with you. Good luck.
If you have any last-minute questions, glad to. That's a hell of a story. I still can't believe Crix ended up being marooned on the Legacy. All that wealth. Any other fragments?
Nope.
Keep your nose up and your weapons charged.
That's not the only thing I'm keeping up.
The station is on high alert ever since those scouts popped in. Damn fleet scouts popped up right when you jumped in.
Now, I think the last time I played, I did manage to talk Delgado
Any adventure
down,
you can fly away from.
but I don't have high enough persuasion with this character. I do have the manipulate thing, though. I wonder if I'm going to be allowed to use it.
All right, Alpha Squad. Follow Renegade's lead. Take out that battery. Shit!
Target's engines have been critically damaged. Target tanker wrecked into the road. Enemy shield system has been damaged. Their shields have been knocked down. Excellent work.
Enemy's target has disabled their shield. Their ground drive is direct hit to enemy's target.
Oh, shit! I am taking a ton of damage. What was killing me? Oh my god. That was an I got too close to something. Bubbleator says, Pedro from Starfield After Dark reached out to me today. I'm going to be on the guest on next Wednesday's show. Hell yeah, Bubbles.
All right, Alpha Squad. Follow Renegade's lead. Take out that battery.
Take out the battery.
We're taking down their engines.
That's what I got.
Direct hit to the enemy's engines.
I think there's an episode tonight as well.
Their shields have been knocked down. Excellent work.
Knocked out their shields. Enemy shield system has been damaged. Direct hit to their grab drive.
You're the one who should be scared of me, Mantis.
Disabled their shields.
Yeah, Sweet Pea's on tonight, I think. Yeah.
Has lost shield. They're vulnerable.
One down, 2 to go. All ships jump to beta. Renegade, on your mark.
If I am awake, I will. I should be. 6:30 my time. Try to catch it live. Oh. Next battery. Let me go just really quick. I gotta check on a couple things. Heard some sort of bang outside. I'm wondering if it was like a mango or something falling out of a tree. I didn't see anything that it could have been, so who knows? coming in too hot.
Target's engines have been critically damaged.
We're right on top of it. This is gonna hurt when it blows up.
They knocked out the battery! That takes care of Beta. But let's clean up these stragglers.
Reinforcing the target shields are online.
Straka. Oh no. I shouldn't laugh, but that was that's also having been to Chicago and having a brother who lived in Chicago for years. I can appreciate the humor in that joke. I'm sorry. Oh, I only wish that the bangs I heard in Chicago were tuna mangoes. Oh no. Oh Jesus. No.
You're in my world now, pirate.
Enemy target's grab drive is disabled.
Beta's down. Last battery is still active. All ships jump to battery gamma. Go!
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna loot it.
One more. Focus, Renegade. You can do this.
We've taken down their engines.
Target engines have been disabled.
You have to have the DLCs downloaded first. You might gotta make sure they're downloaded from the Creations Store. Once they're downloaded from the Creations Store, they will be accessible to you, and you can run them at any level. But they do recommend Shattered Space is 35 plus, and Terran Armada is 50 plus. Recommended. You can run them at any level you want to.
The enemy's grab drive.
But you have to download them from the Creations Store first.
Locked up their shields. Direct hit to their grab drives.
Their grab drive is crippled.
Target's grab drive. Enemy shields are down. Target shields are offline.
It's a good question, Drake, and I'll get to that in a minute.
Shields are down! We're clear! All batteries disabled. Nice flying. All ships, follow Renegade to the predetermined rendezvous point at the key.
Man, I'm getting all sorts of schematics from this, too. Oh, my cargo hold is full! I'm gonna go back to Jemison first. I'm gonna go offload and then come back and keep running this. Then that gives me a safe point too to go answer the question that Draken posed a minute ago. So let me go to the lodge. I gotta find the question. We talk a ton about not comparing games and enjoying games for what they are. Trolls come and make a bad game comment all the time. My question is, have you ever played a bad game? Yes. I don't remember the name of the game, but I do remember. So the preface to this would be, I have not played a bad game in the era of digital content and companies being able to patch their games. Hang on, this is a 158. We will timestamp this one. 58. Have you ever played a bad game? So, pre-internet, or like right at the beginning of the internet, because I can remember reading reviews about it after I had purchased it. I wish I could remember the name of the game. There was like a fantasy RPG that had dropped for the PC, and it was like a traditional sort of generic fantasy where you could be like an elf or a dwarf or a human, and it was a first-person RPG. I remember that much. And you started off in this little like forested area, and you were very quickly guided to like fight these goblins in a cave, and then work your way through this cavern, and then work your way to this town. And there was like a game-breaking bug at the town where you were supposed to go to. And I remember at the time going online and trying to figure out if I was missing something, because this was right at the beginning of when you could go online. This is late 90s, early 2000s. So I could go online and I could look up what other people had found about this quest. And it turns out that it wasn't something I was missing. It turned out to be a bugged quest. Also turned out that the company who launched the game went bankrupt and abandoned the game after it. They literally just pushed it out to avoid getting sued, and then went bankrupt, and everything went to the sellers or whatever, and they just like were trying to recoup losses. So it never got patched. And so I bought this game, played this game, came across a game-breaking bug. It never got patched, and therefore I just had this game that was completely broken and I could never finish. That is an objectively bad game. Now, I can say that because it never got patched. So that's objectively bad. Everyone got fucked out of playing that game. I wish I could remember the name of it. I really do. Because it was kind of a fun little game for the 10 or so hours I got to play it, until we all reached the game-breaking bug that everyone hit and we just couldn't get past it. And I remember walking away from that experience going, that sucks. Like, you can't finish the game that you bought. I don't think I have ever come across that ever in the digital era of games being able to be patched. Because even games that a lot of people dislike, like a lot of people will love to point at like Gollum, the Gollum game. Even the Gollum game got post-launch patches. You know what I mean? And then there are games that get pulled offline for a variety of reasons. High Guard being a recent one, it just didn't land. There was nothing fundamentally wrong with that game. It just tried to launch in a completely competitive space, and it wasn't offering anything that was really unique. You know, there are already free looter shooter PvP VE games that exist. So it's like, you know, no one really, there wasn't really any reason to be excited about Highguard. You know what I mean? And Concord was another one where it was trying to launch as a title that was going up against free-to-play titles. Had nothing to do with the game being woke or anything like that. It was just wrong place, wrong time. It wasn't doing anything super unique, and it was trying to compete with other free-to-play titles. And if I remember correctly, Concord was charging money again in a free-to-play market. Neither one of those games, neither Highguard nor Concord, were broken games. They were just wrong time, wrong place. But in the case of a broken game, I have played at least one game I can think of that I could look at and say, objectively, that was a bad game because it never got fixed. But in the day and age of like digital patching and everything, even the worst game launches, Cyberpunk 2077 is a great example of, on the PS4, and I've used this example in the past, the PS4 launch was so bad. Go look on my channel. I tried to stream that game. I gave up on the third or fourth stream because I kept getting blue screen crashes on my PlayStation 4 Slim. It just blue screen crashed my PS4 over and over and over again, and I couldn't play the game. So I quit trying to stream it. I went ahead and played it anyway offline, even with all the blue screen crashes. Same thing with Anthem. Anthem had blue screen crashes left and right. Still had a great time playing that game, even with all the crashes. Both of those games received extensive patches, and those games became very enjoyable, very playable games after they were patched. Anthem, of course, had a long, sad story of not hitting hard enough and strong enough, and EA pulled the plug, whereas Cyberpunk 2077 had a company behind them that was willing to take the 2 years to get Cyberpunk 2077 to a much better state, to where they got out with the 2.0 release and the Phantom Liberty launch. But in all of those cases, you can look at games that received patches to make the games better, to fix the issues that were there. Tainted Grail, when it launched a year and a half ago, Tainted Grail was one of the buggiest, unoptimized things I have ever played on my Xbox Series X. They patched. A small team. They patched. It got better. They patched. It got better. They patched. It got better. AAA game, Baldur's Gate 3, one of the most awarded games of all time, had a horribly buggy launch. More than 1,000 bugs in the first patch that came 30 days after the game was launched. So I think that even the best games, like Baldur's Gate 3, are still going to have issues. And horribly bad games, like Gollum, still get patches. So I haven't seen a game be really bad since the days of pre-internet, because these days with everybody having access to gigabit service around the world, everybody patches their games within days, if not weeks, if there's an issue, because I always look at it this way: no restaurant wants to serve bad food to its clientele. Why? Because they want you to come back. They want to sell more copies. They want to sell more food to you. They don't want to poison their audience. Neither does a game publisher or a developer. They are not actively trying to push out a bad product. Anybody who claims that companies do that shit is out of their fucking mind and just full of shit. Because no company wants to willfully publish something bad. Sometimes companies are forced to push things out in a bad state. A good example of this was Stalker 2. Stalker 2 was up against the wire because of everything that was going on in Ukraine. I'm not being political when I state this. Stalker 2 had a very horrible development cycle because of everything that happened in Ukraine. They had to move their entire studio to 2 different countries in the middle of trying to continue to develop that game. And they eventually reached a point of saying, we have to push the game out in order for our company to stay afloat and make payroll. We know that the launch product is not perfect. We know that Stalker 2 is coming out with bugs. The AI is not working properly. We know that. We still have to push the game to launch because we have already delayed 2.5, however many years it had been, 3 years because of the war and needing to move studios and everything else. Stalker 2 was forced to push that game live because they didn't have any additional funding. What did they do? They pushed the game out and they immediately started patching the game, and it got better and better and better and better. No company is willfully going to put out a bad product. So that's a myth that doesn't exist. But I would say that no, I haven't seen a game that I would call, objectively bad since the days of before broadband internet, because everybody patches their games, So I haven't seen a game be abandoned since the late 90s. But I mean, that stuff happened every once in a while. In the 80s and 90s, you would get a game and it would just never get patched. Like companies would just be like, it would go under, or something would happen. They didn't have the manpower to patch it. The cost of shipping out more CDs to fix things, that kind of stuff was very cost prohibitive back in the day and not feasible. But yeah, I can't think of anything since then, and I really wish I could remember the name of the game, to be honest with you. It would be really cool to remember. But that has always stuck with me as this memory I've had of a game that I bought for like $40 or whatever it was, and played it and had fun, and then hit a game-breaking bug and was like, nope. Can't fix it. Let me go check on chat here. An old Sierra game, which was a strategy medieval trader game. Oh, welcome to the only Ren's section of YouTube, Pizza R. Anyway, great question. Hunter says, wait, I could have went and dropped stuff off. My cargo was full. Yeah, especially because you can go into the gameplay options and do this right here. Cargo access distance anywhere. And I'm about to fast travel to the lodge. Watch what I'm about to do. We're gonna go downstairs to my infinite storage chest, and I'm gonna go to the Orchid. First, I'm going to go to myself and say, do I have any? I may have some alien genetic material, which weighs a lot. We're going to go to the Orchid, and we're going to say resources. Transfer all. And we're going to take all of the resources from the Orchid and dump them in that storage box. So what's left here? Some weapons. Oh, I could sell those. Do something else with those. And now we can go straight back out. Why am I tracking that quest? And we go back to the battle. With an empty cargo.
Wait, something's wrong. Where's the damn vigilance?
Lose something, Toft? Ava's dealing with your flagship as we speak. I wouldn't expect backup anytime soon. Gives me plenty of time to blow your ships out of the void. All right, fleet. Triple share to whoever takes the traitor down.
All ships, defensive formations.
Shields have been knocked out. Excellent work.
Shattered Space DLC is pretty fun, Susan Ark. Some of my favorite cosmetics in the game are in.
Enemy shield system has been damaged.
There's a cosmetic set of gear you can wear. Which has like scarves.
They're not escaping.
It's so beautiful. I always give it to Andreja. Barrett wears it sometimes too. It's like it's a really cool. It's like got a scarf that goes over the shoulder.
Their shields have been knocked down. Excellent work. The target's shields
There's also
are
some great weapons, like the Wolf Fang or whatever it's called. And Shattered Space as a visual
They managed to repair their ground.
is one of the coolest looking. Just the visuals on that DLC are absolutely phenomenal.
Enemy shield generator has been knocked out. We have disabled their shields.
Damn it, Neva. I needed more time.
We've taken out their grab drive.
Someone help me kill this asshole!
I'm gonna go loot all the stuff, man. The Varun hairstyles are awesome too. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff in Varun, but visually, I think Varun is one of the coolest places you can come across. Like, I've got some great screenshots on my New Game Plus. I'm eventually gonna make their way in this playthrough. On the, I haven't gone there yet with the on the PS5 yet. Shit, I flew back past that way too quickly. Where did it go? God, I wish there was like a loot all button. No cat raids yet. Cats are outside today. Lucas was in here all day. He's super drugged up this morning. I think the drugs have finally worn off because he finally asked to go outside. He was out of it. He's got an anti-inflammatory that he's on, and the side effect says it can make your cat feel euphoric. And he was just sitting there with his eyes all dilated all morning, and I finally, after that stream we did this morning for the Expanse, I went and laid down with him, and he did not stop biscuits for 2.5 hours. That's all he did was biscuits and cry, like just kind of like he was just talking like for 2.5 hours, like talking and biscuits, and like throwing himself against me and like pushing his head against my face, and he's never been that lovey-dovey. And I was like, dude, you are so fucking high right now. He was just out of it. I've got a video I sent to Chris. I'll show you guys. I can show you guys here in a minute. It's a dark recording, but he just wouldn't stop. And I was just chuckling. Just like, man, he took the drugs. The drugs are working. I'm just gonna load up my cargo bay again. It's not like they're going anywhere. Because I think if you wait, I don't think you can loot these after the fact. Jesus, there's a whole bunch of it though. Getting tons of schematics too, I noticed.
All Crimson Fleet ships destroyed. System, secure that perimeter.
Grab drivers back
I want any
online.
stragglers rounded up for trial. Renegade, it's all up to you now. Moving.
Alright, I think we have officially looted everything we can loot. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. I think so. Alright.
Good luck.
Dun, 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 dun. What time is it, by the way? It is 4 p.m. Well, let's get this wrapped up because I need to go do chores. I know we're getting towards the end of the Crimson Fleet Sysdef quest line. What is a padded hat? I'm taking it. I don't recognize the name.
Okay, boy, show 'em what you got.
Jazz, I am so sorry. I actually kind of like you.
I make this look easy.
Not in the face. That's how I make a living.
One down.
What is this? What am I looking for? No information for what, Gray? What chest thing is he talking about? An extra chest on the PS5? I don't know anything about that.
Then let's light them up. Focus on you.
Up.
Get down.
Elutra! No! Damn it! You're gonna pay for that!
Seriously doubt it.
Her abilities are
This gun takes forever to fucking reload. Hey, Mathis.
Just my luck to go out like this.
Are you prepared?
Alright. I don't think I have. I was gonna say I don't have any grenades. Equipped. But I do now. What I really ought to be using in here is my crowd control.
Alright, everyone! Take them down!
I have enough ammo on it. I might as well use it.
Bring it.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
That is the phrase, my dear, and we are the winners. Yeah, I can't wait to get to the Terran Armada and check out those weapons. This is probably the best weapon I have right now, just because of the way I've got it modded out, but I haven't upgraded stuff yet, so... I haven't used it in a while because it takes up so much ammo. I don't use it very often because it just burns through rounds.
You did this to me. I can decrypt and re-encode thousands of credits in seconds, but something as simple as this, I didn't see it coming. Not in the slightest. And now because of you, my bomb's been activated. Which means I'm as good as dead.
You asked for it, buddy.
You're right, I did. But I never thought I'd be staring the reason for its activation right in the face. I've paid you well,
in the face,
treated you with respect, and kept trouble off your back more than a few times. Look me in the eye and tell me why you've allowed this to happen to me. You owe me that much.
Blame Delgado, buddy.
At this point, I can't blame Delgado for activating the bomb. If I was in his place, I'd do the same thing, without hesitation. Well, now that you're here, I don't expect that you'll stay and watch my rather spectacular ending. So why don't you just get out of my sight and let me die in peace?
You know what? I swear to you, I'll do whatever it takes to deactivate the bomb.
After everything I just said, you'd still be willing to...
Yeah, I don't think it's fair that you die for that,
must
buddy.
Be a complete fool. Because even though it makes no sense, I believe you. The only way to deactivate the bomb is through Delgado's computer and operations. You'll probably need his ID to get in. I don't know why you're helping me.
Alright, well let's see if I can actually make that happen. Wait, did he... Yes. Why do I still need to speak to him? No, we're good. Look at that. 2 for 1. With a marshmallow treat cereal to boot.
Go! Go! And lives!
I'm probably watch there have been like a action figure in here somewhere, and I'm just like, kill them all, blowing right past it. All right, confront Delgado. Oh, can I not get through the room to him?
Came back to finish the job personally?
I came back to try and talk some sense into you.
Talk sense into me? You're the one who's lost their mind. What the hell happened to you? You had Creeks' legacy in your hands, and you gave it away. For what? For honor? Justice?
Nah, man. I did this. I was forced into this.
Spare me that bullshit. Ikande may have had you on a short leash, but you could have pulled him the wrong way. You know, when we were on Suwarov, I saw the potential for you to become a badass pirate.
Badass, man.
One of the best. And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled the entire time? That this was some kind of elaborate game you have been playing? No. No way.
No way, man.
Once in your life, be honest with me. Admit that you were tempted.
Absolutely, I was tempted.
Well, at least we know you are still human. It is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. You clearly never did. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload. Soon, you, me, and everyone near this station are going to be vaporized.
Let's see if I can talk him down.
Let's see how far that loyalty to Sistef takes you now. And spend the rest of my life in the brig without...
All right. This isn't the end of your story, but if you die here, it will be.
And I suppose you want me to think it ends outside a prison cell and not in. Still, a prison door opens, just like any other.
Oh, manipulation! You're a survivor. Martyrdom isn't your style.
As is every member of the fleet. And if I give them all one more day, maybe we make it out of this.
Oh, shit. I only have one more option. I know you looked out for me when I was with the fleet. This is my way of looking out for you.
So you noticed. And yeah, believe me, keeping people from burying a knife in your back wasn't easy. Fine, you win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway. But before you have Ikande lock me up, I'm gonna leave you with some parting words. Whether you know it or not, you're damn good at being a pirate.
Yes, I am.
It's in your blood. One of these days, that's all gonna hit you. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell to tell you I told you so.
And maybe I'll break you out. All right. Alright. Ecliptic spacesuit. X-Tech. Fragmentation in Japan.
I do not wish to judge, but I...
Reckoner bomb control. Disarm bomb. Nice.
doubt you truly need to be carrying all of that.
Well, sweetheart, unfortunately, I was born with this thing, and it weighs a lot. I can't really do anything about that. Ew, drop that. That is a cool looking spacesuit. I think I already have one of those, by the way, but I'll take it anyway just in case.
Hello.
Hey. Howdy.
Howdy! Ooh, that would be a fun quest, Babylonia. Free Delgado with Torin at your side. Family! Crimson Fleet forever, family. I have not found any action figures other than the one. I found one action figure. That's it. I have only found one, and we may have already crossed 100 hours. I don't know where we're at right now. We're getting up there. I'm gonna make a video once I cross 100 hours because we're gonna do another there's nothing to do in Starfield videos once I hit 100 hours because I haven't stopped doing quests. We have done nothing other than quests the whole way through. I have yet to run out of quests, and we're coming up on 100 hours. Haven't done any outpost building, no ship building, no planet exploration. 100% questing. That's all I've done. Matter of fact, let's do a quick save here and we can see where I'm at. I think I'm around 90 hours. Let's do the math really quick. I can't do math. Where's my calculator? So 3 and 2. So we're almost at 4 days. So that's 24 times 4 is 96 hours. We're just about at 96 hours. So the next stream, we will cross 100 hours, assuming I do a 4-hour stream. And I've been usually doing 3 to 4 hours when I do my Starfield streams. So we're almost to 100 hours. And I'm only level 35. That's pretty crazy, right? But nothing to do in this game. Nothing to do.
Go back. Anything to report? I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to,
but I am going to wait till I cross 100 hours because I need to be able to show that that number is real, so that I don't have the haters and trolls telling me that it's fake.
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken.
So once we hit 100 hours, I will record that video.
Transferred personnel to the key to secure the location until the United Colonies decides what they want to do.
Casualty says I got my displays set up in my house in Dosra, slowly adding to it.
According to our reports, Neva led the strike force that attacked the Vigilance. Unfortunately, that was the last we saw of her. It looks like she managed to escape.
Neva escaped?
We don't know her current whereabouts, but I have our operations team looking into it.
That's fine. Overall, excellent news, Lieutenant. I have to admit, for the first time in 7 years.
That's right,
I
Shiny.
don't know what to say.
The questing skills are still strong with this
difficult.
one.
You hanging in there?
You're worried that Neva Moore is missing?
I certainly would have preferred to have reached a resolution regarding her whereabouts. After all, she was the fleet's second in command.
Just watch your back. I'm fairly certain she's not
JK.
going to simply
But
forget
Ren,
you've done
other
the
than all the
crimson
quests, shipbuilding,
Let's not
exploring,
ruin the moment,
story,
JK.
and mods,
I'm
what
sure
is
our
there to
friend
do
here
in
is
this
feeling
game?
quite pleased. Am I correct?
I'm completely exhausted.
I can understand that. The dual life you are leading must have been incredibly stressful.
Honestly, I have no idea how you kept it all together.
The threat of a
Well,
prison
let
cell.
me let you in on a bit of a surprise. Something I've been working on for a while. I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at Mask. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy.
How much of a
Call
share?
it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit.
Eliminating the fleet is reward enough.
Shut up!
But I will certainly not complain about the
Yeah,
extra
don't
credits.
complain about credits, Andreja. Jesus. Very generous.
Don't thank me yet. If it had been completely up to me, you'd get a lot more than they're giving you.
Now that you're rich and famous, maybe you'll still remember us little people? Huh?
Nope. Get fucked.
Decorum, Lieutenant. Damn. I'm going to be really sorry to see you go.
Not sorry to see you.
You've really become an important part of our team.
Yeah, whatever. You just
Won't
yelled
be
at me
the same
about
around here without
killing all the people on
Although,
Grenadine.
if you feel like staying aboard, I'm sure I could give you access
Yes,
to the
I'm
mission
aware
board.
that this is also
That
the guy
is,
who
if
played the
you could
Prothean
stand
from
spending another minute
Mass
with us
Effect
on
3.
vigilance.
I think I'm done playing cop for a while.
I understand. You've done more work under my command than some law enforcement
Yes, the
officials
Varun
see
armor
in a
sets are
lifetime.
great.
If you change your mind, vigilance will be stationed here at the key for a while. Anyway, enough talk. You've earned a break, and I'm sure wherever you might find
Yeah. Sysdef formal. I got 250,000 credits. Thank you very much for that.
Having you work with Sysdef has been an absolute pleasure.
And you can get fucked because I only did it under duress. Sysdef formal uniform, which I will never be wearing because I am not a fan of the popo.
It takes a brave soldier to do what you did.
One of these days I do need to side with the Crimson Fleet just to see it.
The Crimson Fleet is no more.
Find the interior of
I need to
this
go feed my
ship
cats.
comforting.
It looks good on Sarah. You're not wrong. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Armada sets. Great. They are really cool looking. The ships look great. The weapons look great. Like the Terran Armada has some really cool looking stuff. I can't wait. We're getting slowly getting there. Alright, let me get to the safe spot at the lodge, and then I gotta go feed my animals. We also need to sell. Let me just really quickly here.
Work done?
I am going to probably push through at least one Unity and hopefully not get a shitty universe because I really want the Starborn ship. Oh, you scared me. What's up? It's time for them to have their dinner. I know. He's waiting. I'm coming right now. I literally just told everybody that I'm going to go to a safe place and go feed the cat. Chris said Lucas is sitting on top of the washing machine just waiting patiently for his dinner. he hasn't said anything yet, but she just came in to tell me that he's. Do you want to say hi to everybody with your no voice?
Sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here.
At least you
right
have
under the United Colonies collective notes.
At least you have your sore throat is mostly gone. Her voice is just no voice. If you ever had laryngitis when you have no voice, she has no voice right now. But she's still coughing a little bit, so. Alright, I gotta go feed my cats, everybody. It's like 4:30, I think. Yeah, 4:20. I'm like 20 minutes late. That's why he's sitting on top of the. He's sitting on top of the washing machine. Like, where's my food? Where's my food, bitch? Is what she said on the way out the door. Where's my food, bitch? This is probably going to be like a 10-minute break, everybody, because I need to feed the cats, and I need to go outside and stretch my eyes, because we've already been streaming like, I think we're at 9 hours right now of stream time today, so my eyes are feeling a little tired, so I am going to take an extended break here. It'll be about 10 minutes as I go feed the cats and all the other stuff, so do me a solid. Hit up the YouTube channel, watch one of the reviews around the Expanse game from earlier today, join the Discord, all those things, and I'll be back here in a few minutes. If I randomly disappear, I should be back. I still want to do like another hour of Starfield today, so I still plan on continuing, but if my internet dies out, I'll be back as quickly as I can. But it will be about a 10-minute break, so I'll be right back.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Artifacts won't find themselves, and us going after them means fuel, repair costs, the occasional leave.
Sometimes I think you want to keep me around because
Vasco, I asked you to remind me about something. What was it?
Specify the time frame.
Recently. In the past month, maybe?
There are 58 items on the reminder list, starting from the top.
Wait, just the most recent thing, then.
The most recent request was to remind you that you should cut back on spicy food. You said this while you were eating an entire tray of spicy chunks. So, I was instructed to remind you.
Hang on, what did we
the
just
next
come
time.
back to?
Yeah.
Something about spicy
I mean,
chunks.
no, not that one. What
So I have a really funny story. When I was a kid,
Remember to check on the experiment, the one that might explode.
Oh yeah. No.
when I was a kid, my uncle, my dad's brother, every time he would fart, he would tell us that it was barking spiders, right? And so when we were kids, that was always the joke. Anytime when somebody would fart, he'd be like, "Oh, the barking spiders," right? So I started telling my grandniece the same thing. Like, I don't know, a couple months back, maybe 3 months ago. I would like rip a fart, and then I would stomp on the ground and be like, "You got to kill those spiders, those barking spiders. That's the sound they make when they bark." And Christina tells me that she was in the bathroom today, sitting on the toilet, going poop, and she farted, and she jumped up off the toilet and like stomped on the floor and said, Auntie, we gotta kill the spiders." I'm just dying. I am dying. It's so freaking hilarious. Oh. The lessons have been taught. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's good to know that my lessons are being taken to heart. Barking spiders, you gotta kill them all. Andrea said she wanted to talk to me.
You chose the UC over the Crimson Fleet. Do you believe that was the right choice?
Sysdef really didn't give me a choice, did they?
Their tactics were questionable and certainly manipulative, but in the end, the decision was still yours to make. Did getting that close to Delgado and the fleet make it difficult at all? It can be harder to act against someone once you get to know them.
I don't give a damn about any of them, UC or pirates.
Even if that is true, there are other ways this could have ended. Regardless of the reason, I think you did the right thing. It would be foolish to think, though, that we have seen the last of the Crimson Fleet.
Just wait until they learn something. Yeah, that's true. They might learn something I don't want them to learn.
There are many more pirates out there.
Not yet.
I suppose we will have little choice. For now, you should enjoy your hard-earned victory. You have done a service for all of the settled systems.
That's what I do. I live to serve. Are we still live? Yeah, it does look like the Twitch stream cut out while I was AFK, though. Internet. Those animal sounds are pretty awesome in the background. Makes it feel alive. We need to go sell. So let's... Orchid. Let's take all of these. Oh, I have all sorts of stuff in here. No, do not take the ship packs. Ship parts, sorry. Security uniform, utility jacket. Alright.
There must be something in all of that you can afford to let go of.
Yeah, we're about to go sell right now, girlfriend. Chillax. Oh, you're carrying too much and can't travel. You know, in the middle of all that, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to level up my stupid pack. Because I need to jump like a bunch of times when I'm in combat to level up my pack. My boost pack. And I could have done that while I was on the space station, and I completely forgot.
There's something to be said for brand loyalty. I'd much rather have someone comfortable with their purchase than some mythical best possible buy. Welcome to Centurion Arsenal. All sales are final, but
Let's see what you have for sale.
please, take a look.
13,000 credits. Sounds like a win to me. Sell that. I'm actually gonna hold on to that because I might be able to mod that. That already is at a really good starting point. I don't care about that. I'm never gonna use a pistol. That might be something. You're already broke? Jesus, girl. Well, you know what I can buy from you? Here, let's just buy all your ammo. Make you a little matured. Oh, dude, Gray. Speaking of that, so my brother, I think I mentioned this the other night when we were streaming. We didn't play Lord of the Rings online on Sunday night, and my brother sent me a message and was like, "So we're skipping tonight because my nephew was being a monster." And I guess what happened was he got sarcastic with his mom, and so my brother immediately publishes a TikTok later that night. And he was doing a meme on his TikTok account of like, when your son, I think the meme said, when your son uses your own words back at you, or something like that. And the meme was like, looking at your kid like, oh, excuse me. So he's like 11 going on 12. And he was having an attitude, and he was preparing his goat milk to go feed his goats. And his mom, my sister-in-law, asked him, because he was making a mess. He was being grumpy, and he had an attitude while he was doing it. So he was like, just kind of throwing the bottles around, and he was splashing milk replacer all over the place, and just making a mess and being obnoxious. And so my sister-in-law was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I guess he turned around and went, "I don't know. Maybe I'm making goat milk to like go feed my goats. What do you think?" So. But the two of them, my brother and my sister-in-law, that's how they talk to each other all the time. They have a very sarcastic sense of humor with each other, very much like Chris and I do. Well, apparently he is picking up on that, and used it on his mom, and learned, you don't get to do that. Do what I say, not what I do. So yeah, sometimes your kids will say things back to you, throw your own words back at you. You're like, you little bastard. I don't care about that. I am holding on to this. Revenant. I mean, 390 versus... It's got a better fire rate, but... Crowd control is way better. So that's 25. Yeah, see, mine's way better, and I don't even have it modded yet. I do want to mod that though. And I want to mod that too. And I want to mod that. I think I've got everything I want to hold on to and mod. Sell the mines. You gave Andre a crowd control? I might if I find, when I get to the Terran Armada stuff. I might. Alright, we are done here, and I think we can... Where the hell's the door? There we are. We can go sell some... I've got some suits I can sell. Let's go to the UC Distribution Center. I'm finally taking the time to go sell all this shit. I've been holding on to gear for like 4 or 5 streams, like 20 hours of gameplay.
Please,
I'm finally like,
if you experience any,
take it all. I
welcome
don't
to
want
UC
it.
Oh, well, sir.
No, I want to hold on to that. Packs. Definitely hold on to that. Sell that. Ew, that's hideous. Sell. Don't I have a whole bunch of hats? I feel like I have a whole bunch of hats. Yeah, see, I have more than enough hats, I bet. I need to go stick all those in the Oh shit, did I not stash that? Oh damn, I've got 18 Astra. And a dish rag. Yay. And a grinder. We're not going to talk about what the grinder is for, kids. If you know, you know. Modded snow globe, medical supplies, micro floater. That's better than the floaters I leave every morning. But I'm death. Alright, I've got all these schematics. Dude, if I cared about interior decoration, I may eventually. That is a cool ass space rock. How the hell did I pick up all this junk?
You're always welcome back, if you don't mind a bit of a wait.
Space junk. Space junk. You know what I should do as I head back to the lodge to drop stuff off? We're going to go make a quick run on the Jemison Mercantile and buy up any resources they have. I'm trying to burn the clock until 6 o'clock, guys, so I can go for a walk when the sun's going down, because it's way too freaking hot outside right now. It's 4:45.
There is a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look.
There's always a bit more in your back, baby. Baby got back. What is the weather outside today? It is currently 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 35 Celsius. Ooh, it's gonna be 40 degrees by Monday. Ooh, oh yeah. Friday, 101. Saturday 102, Sunday 103, Monday 104, Tuesday 101, Wednesday 101. We are officially in the hot season, kids. It came about a month late this year, but we are in it. It's going to be 38 to 40 degrees Celsius from Friday through until next week. We've already had 2 power outages, knock on wood. Power almost went out last night, too. I was sort of like laying here at 7:30 going, don't you dare go out. Really don't want to have a night with no air conditioning.
Oh, please, take a look.
It is hot. Traditionally, May is the hottest month of the year for us. We are usually... There's about 2 weeks in May when it usually gets up to like 45 to 50 Celsius, which is like 110 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Like it's a lot like Arizona, only we don't do dry heat, we have wet heat. So it's a little gnarly in May. But then June, the rainy season starts, we start dropping down again. So it's really just April and May are the months that you just kind of have to suck it up. What is PG&E, Gray? Is that like your Arizona power company? Yeah, I don't leave the office very much during this time of year. Oh, but I do have to go out. I try to go for a walk every evening.
Else,
I'm trying to lose my bat
does
ass.
have excellent lodging.
My bat wings. I try to go for a walk every afternoon. Mornings if I can, but the problem with the mornings is like that's my best stream traffic, so I tend to try to work as much as I can in the morning hours and then just go do my exercises in the afternoons. All right. All right, there's a few things I want to check here. One is, why do I still have that pistol on me? I need to get rid of it. This, the suppressed Eon. Can I make it an automatic? Fire on pull. And then on pull and release, pull and release, pull and release, pull and release. Man, I would rather have the burst fire. Let's do it. Ooh. Default skin, constellation. Oh. Dude, I like the constellation skin. I don't want it to be explosive rounds because that looks ridiculous, but I'm not going to do that. That looks ridiculous. No. I don't really ever use this thing, so... Alright, that's fine. Assassin's Eon. I like that. Okay. Where is that thing? I don't know what I... They had scheduled blackouts. Yeah, so see, they do that here. Scheduled blackouts as well, which is annoying as hell when they do it. Especially because they want to do it when it's in the middle of being super hot. Can you not do like an automatic shotgun? I'm guessing I can't. That's why I never did it. Alright. This thing I definitely want to mod. This will be for bounty hunting.
I would prefer that we both remain light on our feet. You never know what could happen.
Yeah, this is gonna be for bounty hunting whenever I get around to it. Okay, nope, I'm not done. Hang on, I forget the thing about the chest. I forgot what you were saying. Hang on, I completely forgot about that chest. I don't even remember what it was now. I'll have to, just give me a minute. What else can I do to this thing? We want explosive rounds. Large magazine. Nope, nope, hang on. Hair trigger, please. Fully automatic, yes. Skin? I'm okay with the default. No, no, go back to this. It doesn't need, if it's gonna be explosive rounds, it does not need a suppressor on it. Okay. How much money? It's 25,000 to take it to the next level. $50,000 to advanced. Yeah, I'm okay with like putting everything in advanced if I can. Okay. I don't want to play around with that one too much yet. This thing. Definitely want the Constellation skin. Let's go hair trigger. Drum mag, please. Oh, it definitely costs a bunch of credits. I'm not going beyond advanced right now. I'm taking everything up to advanced, and that's kind of gonna be where I sit for a while. Trigger, please. Let's go white hot rounds. White hat burns, right? Yeah, or armor piercing. Passive ultimate. Nah, I think we're going white hot rounds. I don't know. Penetrating rounds does a lot of extra damage. Goes through. Fuck it. Let's try it. It does not need a suppressor on it. Gives me accuracy. Oops. Barrel, long barrel. Okay, overcharged, advanced tombstone. Okay with that. Oops. What else can I upgrade here? I'm trying to take everything to advanced. Because advanced is the last one that it doesn't take X-Tech. Everything beyond that requires X-Tech. I keep backing out too far. This thing I barely ever use, but... I'm running low on credits. Crowd control is at what? It's already at advanced. That's at advanced. I don't care about that. Do I have the credits? I'm gonna be pretty broke. This is the one thing I don't have. Can I make this automatic? Fully automatic, please.
Is there some compulsion that leads you to do this? Childhood trauma? It is okay to let things go.
To knock out living creatures as well as disable robots. I don't care about that. Ignition beams, they do more damage and burn enemies. Stealth lasers? Sure, why not? I don't think I have enough money to upgrade this, though, all the way. I do. I am a brokey, though, now. I've got 13,000 credits down from, like, 600,000 that I had. However, I think that is every single weapon at advanced. No, this is... I don't have this one to advanced yet, my sniper rifle. But I can take it to calibrated, and then I have 4,000 credits left, so... That's the only one I don't have modded, is my sniper rifle. Everything else is at advanced level, though, now, so... That's as good as it's gonna get. See ya, dokes. And I have not modded crowd control anything. I ran out of credits, so I do have 2 weapons I can sell. Which somehow I missed selling when I was over here.
You're here, you know. Only the finest.
definitely don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that. Don't want to sell that. Where the heck is the... I guess I can't sell them. Because I have... By the way, I need to add this somewhere. Oops. I have this. Oh, maybe I just can't sell it because it's legendary. I have this. I'm going to stash that. And then I have... Oh, it's stolen. That's why. Drop.
Are you quite sure you don't want to hold on to that?
Positive, my dear. John says I have a mod where someone at Guildlink is embezzling money and putting it under the counter. Nice. Alright. One more trip back to the lodge to do inventory management, and then we should be good to go for the next round of whatever.
How fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
Buried! Oh, that one's also stolen. Okay, I didn't realize. I didn't see the red. My brain is tired. I didn't see that. And... okay. Alright. Don't touch that. Mystery Gravis suit. Is that better than the Mantis suit? Significantly better. Oh, didn't mean to take whatever I just took. Yeah, I actually had forgotten that it was sitting there.
Your safe return to the lodge will please the other members of...
All right. I have a boatload of stuff. This is probably a good point to start the UC Vanguard. I think that's the last faction quest I haven't done, to be honest with you. And that would carry us past the 100-hour mark. Yeah, I'm never going to find the rest of that, so, no. Oh, and we still have all these bounty hunter quests, too. And we have... oh, man, there's so many. I still have so much shit to do. That's so amazing to me. But there's nothing to do in Starfield. As I approach 100 hours and I still have at least another conceivably 50 to 100 hours of storyline content still on the table. And I haven't even touched outpost building or anything.
Head down to the spaceport and speak to Crew Chief Harath.
Bessie Gaff wanted me to talk to you?
Okay. Didn't see that one coming. No need to say any more. I know what it's about. He's convinced he deserves a promotion, which to him means a transfer, a command post, maybe a new ship and a big office. Do you know him well? What do you think of him?
He comes off as a little arrogant.
Not the first time I've heard that. Clearly patience isn't his strong suit. I thought the constant stream of messages was a bit much, but if he's gonna be sending people here. Alright, I received some good advice from someone in the Vanguard recently.
Do not touch the canapes, they are frozen.
I'd like you to deliver this message to Bastion on my behalf. The full authority of Vanguard leadership.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna be the first and only recipient of a new commendation.
Oh no.
Quite an honor. I hope he appreciates it. Please, give him my regards.
That sounds ominous. Let's go do it. What faction quest should you start with? You can go to my YouTube channel and watch my video on the factions. It's called The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Factions in Starfield for the PS5. Published last week. Check it out. What Bethesda game should I start with? Someone just getting into the franchise. I think you're you're mistakenly using the word franchise. So you should probably rewrite that message, Sonny. Because the way you wrote it makes 0 sense. Yeah, Will Chavez, I think it's literally called, like, it's something along the lines of best faction or starting faction for new players. But it talks about there's no right or wrong order, but there is a preferred method. All right, see you, John Alex Slager. So that video talks about my preferred order of doing things, but it's not mandatory. I just can't remember the name of the video because I published so many damn things. If you're ever in New Atlantis,
mind putting in a good word for me?
You look like you've got news. It better be good news.
Don't touch the canapes. They are frozen.
Come on, don't keep me in suspense. When do I ship out?
Oh, the news is even better than that, buddy.
What? How could it be better? Oh, come on. Quit messing with me and just tell me already.
You're being awarded a special commendation.
Wow. Really? Let's see. Unique in the history of the Vanguard. That's good, right? Okay, finally, some real recognition. Thanks for doing the legwork here. I'm not gonna forget that you helped me out. And someday, when I'm running the Vanguard, I'm gonna make sure you get paid big time. For now...
Oh, I forgot all about the chest.
My account's a little light, so this is the best I can do.
Yes, I don't know what chest you're talking about, Gray. I will immediately go check out the chest here. Hang on. Hang on. I'm immediately going to go back and check out the chest because I don't know what you're talking about. So I need to apparently go see this quest. What Bethesda game should I start with? Never played a Bethesda game before. You could start with whatever you want, Sonny. Matter of fact, I have a video over on YouTube called What Game Should I Play First If I Am Coming into Bethesda Games for the Very First Time. There is a YouTube video all about that on my YouTube channel, Sonny, so go take a look. The reality is they have 3 different major franchises, and it kind of just depends on what you're in the mood for. So go watch that video, and you will find yourself informed. That is a great screenshot with all the dead mechs. Alright, something about a chest in the basement. I gotta satisfy his Gray's curiosity. I am also starving, by the way. And I gotta give my cat medicine at 7 o'clock. I gotta remember that. Back to the lodge we go. El Jefe says I love this game so much. Many people do. High price to pay. I know, JK. I know. The struggle is real.
I may not quite enjoy New Atlantis, but this...
Alright,
this
something
is
about a
much
chest in the basement. I'm not sure what chest he's referring to. There's a chest right here. Is this what you're talking about, Gray? Storage crate? I never even noticed this, to be honest with you. Favorite planet? I mean, off the top of my head, Varun. Frank Wood says, I keep getting freezes. You're probably the only person that's getting freezes because they've hotfixed the PS5 Pro and ain't nobody out there freezing. Is that the chest you're talking about, Gray? This storage crate? That chest is not on the Xbox, says Gyard. That is interesting. I was going to say, I've never seen it before. Yeah, I've never seen it before. I wouldn't have noticed it had you not said anything, though. Like, I haven't been paying attention. Oh, that's right. There's a chat delay on YouTube. I forgot. Unlimited storage, and it's not on the PC or the Xbox. That is interesting. Huh. I mean, I don't quite understand the point of it considering this is an unlimited storage chest, so it's weird to have another one right here. I wonder if it's just maybe mistakenly here, or maybe it just hasn't been patched into the PC or the Xbox versions. Yeah, I've never seen it on the Xbox before. Oh, the catfishing is real over on Discord. That's some funny shit. Yeah, it's real. It's real and unlimited, kids. Yeah, it's an unlimited storage chest. So, I got a chuckle out of this. I've got someone called... By the way, if you know, you know. The Valentina Nappy trying to friend me on Discord. And I'm just laughing so hard because that's such a blatantly obvious phishing attempt. Ignore and report as spam. Do people actually fall for that shit?
Captain, may I be of assistance on your ship?
No, Vasco, you're good where you are. Well, I gotta admit, it's a lot quieter around here without Sam. Oh, Crimson Fleet's already done. The Crimson Fleet is toast. They're no longer around. that is a beautiful screenshot right there. Yeah, that is a thing of beauty. Too bad she's like staring off into space as opposed to looking at me.
And just what is on your mind at this moment?
Okay.
A shame.
Can I get her in photo mode looking at me right now? Oh, but I'm not looking at her. Damn it.
But there is not more to discuss.
Man, it'd be a lot cooler if you were looking at her, bro. Well, let's do some faces and see if I can get something that looks halfway decent. The smile might be nice. The duck face? Oh no! That's pretty good. I can make that work. I can't quite get the angle I want because that freaking coffee table, but ow! Oh, I think I can make that work right there. That, my friends, is a great shot. Very cool. All right, folks, that's a wrap for me. I've done like, I don't know, almost 11 hours of streaming. That is abnormal for me. I'm feeling it. I need to get out of my fucking house and go for a walk, go down to the beach, get some sweat on, stretch my eyes, stretch my legs. This was an abnormal day because of the Expanse thing. But yeah, we'll be back to normal schedules tomorrow. Probably going to do the Expanse first thing in the morning and then some Windrose, because the Expanse is like 2 hours at most. So we'll do a quick run of the Expanse in the morning, followed by some more Windrose, and then the afternoon we'll do some more Starfield tomorrow, is the plan for the moment. But I got to wrap it up here. We've been going way too long, and I still have like video editing I got to do tonight. So, assuming I don't get sick, knock on wood. Thanks for hanging out tonight, everybody. Thanks for the support, renewals, subscriptions, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for more. I'll be back tomorrow morning bright and early, and we'll see everybody in the next one.